Oh, we're still unable to locate the other American task force. Right, I don't know if this is the same task force with the Prince of Wales, I doubt it. So he's going to be another one. Ah! Right, okay. Attacking. Swordfish has been hit. Fantastic. Looks like we hit a PT boat. Lovely. Right, attacking over there again. Oh, what was that? Report periscope. Right, okay, so that's... bloody hell, this is going quickly. Okay. Good job with that, we have some cloud cover over there. Catalina damaged by flak, that's good. Right, airstrikes. But the great news is, we did get a torpedo hit. I need Mogami to survive. Oh, God. It's the one with the easiest name to pronounce. We do have a submarine in that area, so we may be able to still take down the Prince of Wales. It has been hit by a torpedo once, it did suffer critical damage, hopefully. Damage to the engines on top of that as well. Okay. What have we found here? Ah. That was Allied planes. I mean, the task force is really hurting. They all need to be imported and repaired. I think I may send them... I don't know, I could send them to Saigon, but I'm going to send them to the large port, I think. Then again, it depends which is the closest one at hand. Every hour spent at sea is possibility for them to sink, really, if they're damaged enough. Especially Mogami with the heavy damage. We'll take a look at the ship after, and see how she holds up. If we can stop flooding... I don't know if there is flooding. I hope there's not flooding. There may very well be flooding due to the heavy damage, but we'll see. See, I wonder what those ships are. Been quite the turn resolution so far. Now with Kitabutai. I don't know where Kitabutai is at the moment. So we do have the choice of sticking around Johnson Island, hopefully try and pick off Little Lexington, or I could head over to the Marshall Islands. But then again, in the Marshall Islands, I do have planes, so I can respond to that threat. It's just it's going to cause a bloody good amount of havoc. Okay, we're unloading over there. Right, there we go. So we'll evaluate the situation and see what happened. Bloody hell. Ah, well, we will do after this. I do wish you could skip this, it would be lovely. I do hope I've not taken too many troops away from the Soviet border. Dun, 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 dun. I suppose I'm agonizing over the Megami. And, don't get me wrong. A heavy cruiser is worth a lot. But I suppose if the Prince of Wales does go down, then that's worthwhile. I just need to make sure my ships survive. That's what I need to do. I need to kill those carriers too. If I can sink them, then that's worth so very bloody much. I just hope that they haven't slipped through my net. I suppose it's a very loose net, considering I lost sight of them. But hopefully we may be able to reacquire them. Ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-da-dum bum 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 ba-dum. Ba-dum dum dum dum. We'll find out shortly anyway. Ba-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. Actually, I'm going to read up about the Megami in real life, and we'll see when that died. So, ordered in 1931, laid down 1931, launched 14th of March 1934. It was struck... Yep, right, so it was actually scuttled in 1944. So it actually was a remarkably long-lived cruiser. Oh, I really don't want to lose it. It was armed with 15.5 centimeter guns initially. So I'm going to go with the initial. Right. So I mean, fair-sized guns. Fair-sized guns. 155 millimeters. I don't know if they'd have the penetration, though, to really nail the Prince of Wales. I doubt it. But the thing was, it was 3 heavy cruisers and 4 destroyers. I mean, the light cruiser didn't really stand much of a chance. The good thing is with the heavy cruiser is obviously, well, armoured up, so at least it has some chance of surviving. I mean, it had about 100 to 125 millimeters of armor on the belt. The deck armor was about 35 to 60 millimeters. Turret was about 25 millimeters. So honestly, not much armor to speak of. But anything that could help prevent a quick demise would be nice. Especially for such a valuable ship. I'm agonizing over it because I need to see it. I need to see if it's okay. I need to give it orders. I need to tell it to get the hell out of Dodge. I'd hope that I'd be able to respond to the Prince of Wales, but then again, it's been hit by a torpedo. I don't think it's going to be as eager to advance, and the enemy task force did come off quite badly too. So I don't think they'll be following up their advance. So, I mean, if the Megami and the other ships do survive, they may spend a lot of time in harbour, but if it leads to the death of the Prince of Wales, then it could have been quite worth it. And we did take out an enemy light cruiser, so that is a significant victory there. But has limited the British role in the area just that much more. It means that the Prince of Wales has that little less support. Okay. Okay, ground combat on Wake. We may be able to win out there. Ah, Chinese forces. Okay. So I could do with sending some reinforcements there, as it looks to be the Chinese are getting angry. Or at least they're coming out and fighting. Right. Won't be long before we find out. I'm not far away from a good port, so that's not bad. We're not quite as close to the British. I mean, they do have the port of Singapore. I mean, potentially I could try to trail it back. I don't know if it's down on speed, I'm not too sure. Possibly. It would have been beautiful if we'd sank it, but oh well. Well, sunk it. Yeah, I am moving troops there. Perhaps I do need more then. And we can rectify that situation. Okay, so let's see what's going on then. So we do have the two submarines over here. Yeah. You're moving extremely slowly. Yep, 6 knots. What do we have here then? A DD. Enemies still over here. Moving east. Yeah, so they've detached themselves. So Magali was hit pretty damn hard. I think that means flooding? System damage is really pretty bad. It's still able to do 22 knots, so that's not too bad at all then. Fire's still raging. Port capacity 1. See, for it to go all that way, it'd be better off going to one of these other ports. See, I'm gonna instead send it to Saigon. Should be able to head there. Right, so they received relatively light damage. Okay. Can I head to Saigon? Yep, I can. So I'll head to Saigon. I'll set your home port to Saigon as well. At least you can be rearmed as well. On top of that. Okay, so they're gonna return. Right, I'm gonna check on Kitabutai. What's this? Right, submarine. Ha 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 ha! Hello there, sunshine! It's a brand new day. I mean, frankly, I don't know what that task force is, but it is in the middle of a swarm of submarines. That's not the greatest position you ever want to be in. No. Ship sighted 4. That's the thing, we have no idea how many ships are actually really in that task force. Kitabutai has moved a decent distance, I guess. It's going to take them a lot longer to get there, but hey, we'll get there. Moving about 30 knots on average. Well, I suppose they'll move at the speed of a slow ship, which will be about 30 knots. They could be slowed down by these guys. That would make sense. We'll see. Excuse me, guys, just had to sneeze. I couldn't quite hold it. Right, okay. So it's definitely here. What can I do to respond to this? Because I need to respond to this. Simply cannot do anything otherwise. So these are basically search planes, well, reconnaissance planes. These bombers. Yeah, see, now that's a bad thing. Okay, reset that arc. 2,000 feet. Could do. Using torpedoes. Right, John Escort. I mean, the bombers are going to 2,000 feet, so these guys are going to 10,000 feet. That could be decent enough. Okay. I do have some other planes over here. Okay. So in the future, guys, when you do see this, do let me know what I should probably do with these planes. Would it be better for me to leave them on the random search arc, or should I potentially miss out on the enemy? And if I set a search arc, I mean, I suppose I could set one, like, quite wide, but we'll see. I did completely... I almost anticipated the enemy heading this way, but they are heading south. Which does lead me to think that they are headed towards Australia, possibly. I mean, well, there's no chance for me to intercept them with Kitabutai. I need to identify what this is. If that is in fact the Lexington Task Force, then I will be extremely happy. But I do not know. We'll have to find out eventually. So let's take a look at intelligence reports then. Okay. Yep, there you are. Fiji class. So not a bad ship. Not a bad ship. 6-inch guns. Quite a few 6-inch guns, to be honest. A good amount of armor on them, too. And so it was sunk by the 20cm guns. I'm going to assume that's on the Megami. The Honolulu. Assuming that was sunk. That's the thing, yeah. This was sunk by some 1,000-pound bombs from those bloody planes. I need to kill this task force. I need to prevent it escaping. That's the thing, I really don't have an opportunity to prevent it escaping now. I mean, what do I have here? I have mine layers. They're going to be less than useless. I have some patrol aircraft, but other than that, I don't really have anything here to respond to this. So they're going to enjoy this, then, I can say. Yeah, that's a lot here. I can't exactly send out light cruisers or heavy cruisers because they will be slaughtered. I only have 1 submarine, 2 submarines in the area that possibly respond in time. We do have the AMC over here. If I'm correct in the fact that they might be heading for Sydney and Brisbane, then at least I'll have submarines over here to intercept them on that way. Yeah, there's a decent number of them. I think Saratoga may be around San Diego. So I think I'm going to set this to head over here to San Diego. I-1. Let's see if it is here. I mean, the thing is, it could have been sent out already. I have no bloody clue. You're heading over here. Which is fair enough. I mean, there's a large port I mean, it's Vancouver at 8, so I mean, if you can cover this, then I suppose that's a good idea. Okay. Bombardment. Not exactly the best thing. I could have them on a anti-submarine warfare. I'll have them patrol this area. So I think there is going to be enemy submarines in the AO. We'll patrol anyway, see what we can find. Okay. Combat reports. Yeah, so that was a big fight there. That was a significantly large battle. Imigami was hit once in that fight. Makuma hit 5 times. Shizuwa twice. The destroyers were on fire. So I mean, that light cruiser took 7 hits and was sunk. The Denai Odana was hit 6 times and heavy fires. So that's pretty close to... it could potentially be sunk. Who knows? Jupiter was hit 8 times and may sink as well. Yeah. Let's see, right. Okay. Prince of Wales engages... yeah, so this was fairly close range. Fairly close. Ah, the magazine's exploded. Right. Engage both ships there. So the range was close and then it did draw out. Yes, 20,000 yards. 25,000 yards. And then the task force breaks off. So the thing was, the heavy cruisers were able to still reply, possibly at that range. Not very well, but they could at least. Okay. I think we did hit a few Allied submarines, actually. I believe so. But that's something that we can check on the tracker next time. Alright, there's a hell of a lot of ships around here now. Task Force Shogun. See, they have low ammunition there. Fuel's okay. Okay, you know what? We're gonna keep them in the area. I was anticipating that Prince of Wales would be out of the fight for much longer, but no, then again, they could be out of the fight now. Who the hell knows? As we're gonna set the home port instead over to here. I'm gonna bring them back into the fight. So I believe they should be able to rearm at Cambay over here. Right, we'll have them return. Right, surely they'll be able to return there. It's not far. Turn. Yeah, there we go. If you had enough fuel to bloody reach Japan, I'm sure you can reach there. So what we'll do then is we'll have them basically rearm, refit. And see what we can organise. Stockpiling. Okay. Yes, they need to get out of there. Blood damage major. Engine damage major. Fires are quite heavy. System damage is quite heavy. Well, at least the flood damage is fairly light. I suppose that's the thing with the shells. They're not going to Well, last hit by £500 bomb. Yeah, well that's it. It got hit by the planes more than anything. It's worth 52 points. See, this took on more flood damage. It's not on fire though, so it should be okay to go. A lot of this was basically taken out. In fact, I mean, look at the ammunition supply, it's not exactly great, so we might be better off just returning over here anyway. You've got some system damage. Your ammunition's not bad. It's not great either. Oh, we did have 4 heavy cruisers, okay. Yep, you came out of that just peachy. Kuma. Rather well. So on the face of it, it was Megami that soaked up the vast amount of that damage. Right, 2 major. We didn't really lose a ship. Well, not yet. We may potentially lose a ship, so let's try to try and not jinx it. Okay, so we'll have you set over to Saigon. Better protected, really. Okay, return to Saigon. I mean, that does leave us open over here, so we do have to use our air forces to protect that. Okay. We do have the destroyers over here. Excuse me. Yeah. It's hardly anything great, but I'll have it sent over here. At least they may be able to protect that. Potentially. Yes, I could have done with the Congo and Haruna over there for damn sure. But they will be resent to this area, as I didn't really anticipate that resistance materializing, but it has indeed materialized. So in all... yeah, just in general, we came out of that better than we could have. Well, better than what could have been. We could have lost the Megami. This could potentially be the enemy. Carriers... well, carrier. Marshall Islands is suffering under the onslaught of this bloody task force. But at least we know what it is, and I think I'll have you rediverted. I want you around here. I need to find that ship. Then... the thing is, I need to get this. If I can get this with submarines, I'll be extremely happy, but at least we know where to patrol now. We have an indication. And if I can take that out, or at least make sure Lexington is dead, then I can have this Kitabutai task force sent over to the Marshall Islands. There's a hell of a lot of submarines in this area. So we may get lucky. The enemy task force does have speed on its side, but we do have planes in the area. We do have a good amount of submarines. So we may be able to get them. We may. All depends. Right. Okay. So until next time, guys, thank you so very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this, and do remember to subscribe for more. And of course, do leave your comments down below. I do love hearing what you guys think. It does help me formulate a strategy, and really take a look at the bigger picture, as it's hard to see everything as it happens. So until next time, goodbye.